ونزلنا الذكر وإنا له لحافظون.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Peace be with you. We talked about the beginning of the creation, and now we are starting the journey of mankind on earth with the first story that we have with the two first children of Adam and Hawa, on Adam and Eve. And we have the story in the Quran, and that's an important story because it's an interesting beginning for us. In the relationship between Abil and Cain, known in the Quran as Habil and Qabil. The story, it's interesting because this is the beginning. We heard the angels saying man is going to corrupt the earth and spread bloodshed. And from the beginning, this is exactly what is going to happen with the first two sons of the first couple, the creation, and for us to ponder over the meaning of this. In fact, both were discussing, and Abil, the youngest brother, was offering to God and celebrating God, and this was accepted, while at the same time Qabil, Cain, was not accepted, and he didn't understand why. So there is here a mixture of jealousy and arrogance in the way he is reacting to his brother, and feeling that he's even the eldest, and there is something wrong in the relationship with God. And he felt and he had this emotions that were in him and pushing him to act badly against his brother. And this is something here which is giving us from the very beginning two dimensions and two realities when it comes to human being. There is one thing that you have with Habil, which he's saying, no, look, whatever you do, I'm not going to react. If you want to kill me, kill me. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to react to what to want to do to me. While at the same time, Qabil is very aggressive, and he said, okay, look, I'm going to kill you if you carry on doing this, or if you don't respond or not respect what I am saying and what I am expecting from you. So there is here, from the very beginning, the two features, the two characteristics of what is important with humanity, what is inside us. This aspiration towards the good, towards wisdom, towards peace, which is translated into the attitude, the behavior of Abil, and on the other side, aggressivity, attack, corruption, killing, even to the point that you are dependent and you surrender to your instincts, not to God, not to the good, to your instincts, your emotion, to the point that you are ready to kill. And this is exactly the definition of a human being, a definition of what is happening within us, what Dostoevsky was saying, at the end of the day, life, it's about this struggle between the good and the bad, and the battlefield is your heart. That's exactly what we have as the story of Abil and Cain in the beginning, and we have it in the Quran. So what we find in the Quran is a verse that is helping us to understand the very meaning of this story. When it is said in the Quran, فَطَوَّعَتْ لَهُ نَفْسُهُ قَتْلَ أَخِيهِ فَقَتَلَهُ. So his own soul prompted him to kill his brother, so he killed him. And then what is added at the end of the verse, فَأَصْبَحَ مِنَ الْخَاسِرِينَ, and he became one of the losers. Here, there is something which is the very definition of what we know as human beings today, but it happened from the very beginning for us to understand in which way it symbolizes the reality of human being. Inside himself, in his heart, in his self, he was pushed. There were instincts and drives that were pushing him towards acting against his brother. And in fact, this is also something which we have to meditate over, because they are feelings, this feeling that, oh, I may love God, but he's not accepting things from me. And he was competing with his brother out of jealousy and arrogance. So inside us, there are these drives and these instincts that are acting or pushing us to act in the wrong way. This is Qabil, and Qabil will represent for humanity and in history those people who are driven by bad instincts, bad emotions, ready to corrupt, ready to oppress, and ready to kill. On the other side, Habil is the one representing or symbolizing wisdom. Wisdom, this connection to God, to rely on God, and if you are going to kill me, I'm not going to respond. Something which has to do with pacifism, something which has to do, it's all about peace. It's all about connecting to God. It's not against you. And these two dispositions, these two realities are the realities that we know inside us, all of us. That's the reality. So there is one who was unable to control himself, so he surrendered to his instincts. And the other side, there is someone who is at peace with himself, at peace with God, say, I'm not going to respond. I'm not going to kill you. I'm not going to react. One was killed and the other killed. And at the end, you have to ask yourselves, who is the winner? What is success in life? Is it about social status? Is it about being alive? Is it about remaining alive when you kill others? Because at the end, he was killed, or he lost his life, but he's the winner. And then the other one, Qabil, killed and he lost his dignity. He's one of the losers. So success here, it's really, spiritually speaking, about mastering yourself, mastering your instincts, and knowing that at the end of the day, success is about peace. The ultimate success in your life, it's getting this peace and spreading peace, even if at the end you can be killed. And killing, it's to be, by definition, a loser. To surrender, you have two options: to surrender to God and to get peace, to surrender to your instincts and to spread corruption. That's the way it is. That's the way we have to get this as something which is the symbol, the story symbolizing everything that we are experiencing within ourselves, but also with our fellow human beings. There is another element in this story that you have to keep in mind, because after he had killed his brother, he is just on his own and not knowing what to do with the corpse of his brother. And then he got a teaching coming from God here, and this is what we find in the Quran when it is said, فَبَعَثَ اللَّهُ غُرَابًا يَبْحَثُ فِي الْأَرْضِ لِيُرِيَهُ كَيْفَ يُوَارِي سَوْءَةَ أَخِيهِ. So then Allah sent a raven digging the ground to show him how to cover his brother's corpse. So here there is something which is interesting. He didn't know what to do as a human being with his arrogance. He killed his brother and now he has his corpse. And Allah is sending him a raven to teach him how to cover his brother's corpse. It's as if through this he is experiencing the limitation of his knowledge, the limitation even of his own arrogance. I don't know what to do now. And this is what he is saying afterward. قال يا ويلتى أعجزت أن أكون مثل هذا الغراب فأواري سوءة أخي. So he say, he said, woe to me, I was unable to be like this raven and bury my brother's corpse. And then, as it is said in the verse, فَأَصْبَحَ مِنَ النَّادِمِينَ. So he became full of regrets. Nadimin is very sad about what was happening to him. From this, we can just draw two main teachings. The first one is, as human beings, we need to get it right. When it is said in the Quran, read, اقرأ, it's not only about reading the book, the Quran, or reading ourselves. It's reading nature. Nature is teaching you what you should know. Nature, and through this raven, he just got it. You don't know how to do. This is the way it is. And now we know we are burying our dead through this story, because this was taught to us through the story of a raven coming to Qabil to let him know how to do. So there is here for us to find the teachings that are coming from the Quran, from the revelations, but also from the book of nature around us. And all these species, they might know much more than us what to do with our natural life. That's something that we need to remember. And second, just to know that yes, Qabil killed his brother, he's alive, one is dead and left, and still success will be and is, from the spiritual viewpoint, master your instincts, spread peace, and avoid anything which has to do with oppressing your brother and sisters in humanity. Just to remember that at the end of the day, he was killed and he won. He was alive and he lost. Don't forget to tell the people you love that you love them. Life is fragile.